Hey, welcome back to our Swift series. In this video, we will learn about variables and data types in Swift. So open up your Xcode playground. Now, variables are just memory allocations where data is stored. So in simple terms, it's where you store data. It's where you store certain data. Think of it like as a filing cabinet with names or folders on it. Each file cabinet is like a variable with data or information stored in it. So let's just take this out. So it'll have this will be one variable uh, with certain data type in it, and this will be another variable with other data type in it. So so yeah, that's what basically variables are. Basically, just storage for data. Now let's write up a variable of a person's age. So type in var and then name it age. Whoops. Name it age. Now in some programming languages, you have to type in the type of variable data, such as whether it's an integer or string, but you don't have to do with Swift. In this case, it's going to be an integer. So I'll put 20. And then, okay, so now we just type in age, and then we run it by pressing this button here, and you should get 20. So wait for it to run. And yep, there we go, we got 20. Now, after you run the code, you will get 20 on the right as well. So, yep, we got 20. So let's create a sentence variable. So this one will be a strings instead of an integer. So let's write var sen equals my name is Bob. Now typing sent will not print the string. You have to use the print function statement. It takes in what you need. It takes in what you need to print out. So in this case, we're going to put print sent the variable, that variable above, this variable here, and now we just click on run. And there we go. My name is Bob. My name is Bob. So by the way, the slash n means it goes to a new line. Whenever you want to print something, that means it's going to go to a new line. So yeah. So that part's done. So far we have covered variables and print statements. Now I will explain data types. In Swift, there are a couple of data types a variable can be. These are the following basic types: integers, which is this here, floats, doubles, boolean strings, and a few others. This age variable is an example of an integer, as 20 is a whole number. Now floats and decimals, however, contain floats and doubles contain decimals. An integer, which is this one here, cannot contain a decimal. So 20 is an integer, but 20.5 is a float or a double. So an example of float would be 20.5, or let's just put var point equals 5.1.2. That'll be an example of a float. Now, the difference between a float and a double is that a float is used for small or medium decimals, whereas doubles are used for huge decimals. Or Donald Trump would say huge. It's gonna be huge. Okay, so example of a double would be that would be example of double because it has many decimal points, whereas for a float it would just be say one or two, or a few more, but normally it's just one or two. So doubles are used for big decimals like this. Now, Boolean data type values are either true or false. For example, var is cloudy equals false. Booleans are effective for checking conditions. They can be either true or false, but they can't be anything else. So only true or false. Now string variables are anything in quotation marks, e.g. the variable sentence. For example, the sentence we made here, that's the string variable. It can also include text numbers such as 5 or 50, or text, but it has to be within the quotation marks within these two here. So yeah, that's string variables. Now the variables we covered in this video are the most common types of variables, and we'll use them often and we'll come across them often. So the ones I mentioned are the most common ones, and we'll get used to them.